It's a fairly short ride from the Mickelson Trail trailhead in Hill City to the amazing Mount Rushmore National Memorial. It's about 10.7 miles each way, so a little over 21 up and back. Almost half is on roads with very little traffic, but be ready for some steep sections. You start right next to where the trail crosses Main Street. It's very easy to find Old Hill City Road, and it only goes in one direction, south, so you can't get lost. The shoulder's pretty small, but the speed limits are relatively low and the drivers were respectful when I was there. I started at 10 a.m. on a Thursday in July and the traffic wasn't too bad. This is in real time, slow climbs and reasonably quick descents. You stay on Old Hill City Road for about 3 miles, then turn right onto Palmer Gulch Road. It's a dirt/gravel road that is packed pretty tight and it's in good condition. Ignore the no outlet sign. This road actually takes you where you want to go. Go straight through the KOA campground. There are signs about private property, but it seemed like a pretty innocuous violation to pass through quickly. There'll probably be a lot of RVs, golf carts, kids on bikes, and pedestrians, not always paying attention to where they're going. When you get to the official entrance of the campground, turn left onto Highway 244, which is about 4.6 miles into your ride. That's the last turn you're going to make until you see the entrance of Mount Rushmore, which will be on your left about 10.7 miles into the ride. This is Highway 244, about 5.5 miles into the ride from the trail. There were quite a few vehicles on Highway 244, but there were only 2 very brief portions without a good-sized shoulder. And there was plenty of grassy area near the shoulder, so I could even get farther away from the traffic when I was walking up the steepest parts. Wow. 8.3 miles into the ride. Mile 9.2. I hate riding on highways, but I didn't feel unsafe on this route. I do recommend using radar and red flashing taillights to make it as safe as possible. I was on a bike-packing bike, and I had ridden about 150 miles in the last 3 days, so I did some hike-alike, probably a couple miles in each direction. It's mile 10, no shoulder on one side, steep grade. It'll be pretty obvious when you get there. This isn't from the exact point of view from your approach, because I had to film it later in the day after some rain, but you get the idea. You don't have to pay to enter Mount Rushmore on a bike, and there are free bike lockers in parking area 1. If you go to the parking area office near the entrance, you get the key, and they'll take down your name and info to make sure you return it. When I was there, the employee with the keys was just about the only one in the entire place who knew that the bike lockers existed. You might encounter a pretty significant language barrier with Mount Rushmore staff, and they might not be able to answer every question. South Dakota is really active in a federal student exchange program, and there are people from all over the world there studying, learning about the United States, and working. Plan to stay a couple hours to explore the area and take in all the information about the monument and how it was made. There's a great film that lasts about 10 minutes and all sorts of things on display. They have a great cafe and there are plenty of vending machines with water, sodas, and snacks, so you'll be able to refuel for the return ride, no problem.